Hi there, welcome to another video class. Today is Friday and this is the end of week number 2 through video classes. Today I want to start saying some things that are really important about video classes, about working with video classes. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the students who are turning in homework on time. That's one thing. Turning it in on time. Second, um, thank you for those students who do the work paying attention. I have two different situations. My little. I have two different situations that I want to mention in this video. I get two kinds of homework. One is the homework that is very well done, not perfect. There are some perfect homeworks, but in general, very good. Why is a homework considered to be very good homework? The student did what instructions said in the book. The student paid attention to the examples in the book. The student used capitals in red. The writing is nice. It looks really good in general. No problem. Little mistakes, that's okay. Little spelling issues, that's okay. Mistakes, no problem. One or two is okay. But there are homework assignments that are really, I don't know what to call them, but they're not satisfying. I check the page, I look at the activity, and if the instructions say circle, the student underlined. Or if the instructions say write a sentence, students write one word. Or if instructions say write future progressive, for example, students write present. I don't know if the problem is students don't understand English or students don't pay attention when they read and write. Okay, I need those students who are doing very good job to keep up the good work. Great. But I need to ask, really, I need to ask students who are not really paying attention to start being responsible. This is not your mother's responsibility. This is not your father's work or your sisters or your brothers. If you watch the class, you do the work. Okay? One thing that I changed from week 1 to week 2 of video classes is in week 1, I was showing you the image of the page, example, the answer, but then I stopped because some students were only copying the answers. They didn't pay attention. They were, that's the answer. Copy. That's the answer. Copy. Sorry, not for 5th grade. So now what I'm doing is, you see my face, you see my expressions, a little bit. I only talk to you. Remember, I put a little image or some important pictures, and you only hear me talk to you, give you examples, instructions, explanations, and some answers. But you have to pay attention. Yeah, I like to be evil. Class, I know you are smart. Smart. All you gotta do is pay attention. If by the end of the video you have questions like you didn't understand, come on, repeat the video. If after you repeat the video you still don't understand, come on, read the grammar chart in the book. If after reading the grammar chart in the book you don't understand, come on, look at the examples. Or investigate. Okay? You are responsible of your work. But if you have questions, you can write them in the comments or send me an email. Ask your mom to write an email to me. Okay? But not an email that says, we don't know. My boy, my son or daughter don't know. I have a question in this part. I paid attention to this and I did it and blah, blah, blah. But in this part, it's difficult. Don't you say, I don't know. Okay, now that we talked about it, let's start the new topic. Oh, wait a minute. Before we start a new topic, let's dance.
They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom. Yes, sir, I'm Cuban Pete. I'm the craze of my native street. When I start to dance.
Okay, we should now be on page 79. Let me just double check. Page 79. It is Time Other Words. That's the title. I have to tell you this topic is really simple. We use time other words in many different situations when we talk. It is very common we use time other words when we speak. So we're not gonna give a long explanation about this topic. We're just gonna read the important things and then you'll check if you got the answers. Well, you'll check your answers are correct, and if you have mistakes, you can make corrections now. Okay? Here we go. Let's start by reading the very first piece of information on top of the page that says, time order words are words that help us understand the order of the actions. First, next, now, then, when, finally, after that, and while. Time order words usually appear at the beginning of a sentence, but they can also come in the middle of a sentence. Okay? Simple. As simple as that. They said these words help us show the order and understand the order of the actions. And we put them in sentences. They usually come at the beginning of a sentence, but they can also be in the middle. There we have some examples. We're not going to read them. I'm not going to read them with you, I should say. I need you to read them and then identify how they're using first, next, then, when, after that, while, and finally to express a process, to explain a process, or to say the order of a process, the order of actions. Now, let's please check the activity. If the activity is finished, please just check your answers are correct. If they are, you're done. Why are we going over this super simple topic? Because remember that we're working in writing good sentences. In previous classes, we talked about verb tenses, then we talked about subject-verb agreement, then we talked about different parts in a sentence. Now we're talking about time order words. What we are doing is analyzing the different parts in sentences. When you read a text, there are so many words in the text. Okay, you need to analyze sentence by sentence and all the different parts in order to understand what you're reading. That's what we are doing. Okay, so that's it for page 79. Okay, we're getting there. Good. I like it when you are responsible and you pay attention. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Well, it's time to go to page 80 and see if we understood how to use time order words. Okay, let's start by reading the title. Good. Now read the information after the title. Go. Time order words such as first, next, then, when, after that, while, and finally help us understand the sequence of events that happen in a given order. In a story, they can help us understand the pict better. Now, again, they're saying these time order words help us understand the sequence of an event, the sequence in a story. So, activity number 1, you probably finished it. If not, today's the day. If you did do it, but you find you made mistakes, now it is the time to make corrections. It's okay. What you have to do there is read instructions with me. Go. The story below has been written out of order. The time order words in the story will help you understand when each event happened. Draw the pic of the story on the storyboard below. So what you're doing here is taking the sentences and putting them in order. Oh, super simple. Now, please take the time to do it. You can stop the video while you do this, or you can go all the way to the end of the video, and after you watch it all, you can come back to the book page and do the activity. Both ways are correct. No problem. Okay. Finally, I need you to please go to page 84. This page is your homework page. Okay, you will send me pictures of the previous pages we did in the class plus this one which you'll do at home. You might be thinking, if you are on page 84 and if you see the title there, you might be thinking imperative sentences. But wait a minute, teacher, that is different. That's not about time order words. And you are right, it is not. They're different topics, but time order words might help you understand what you will read on page 84. Remember, we don't work things apart. We learn one thing, one topic, we learn another topic, and more, but at the end, we put topics together to read better, to understand better, to express ideas better. That's why we review topics and then I give you a page like this one. I really hope that if you read carefully all the information in the page, you will be able to finish this page without a problem. All right, class. All right. Good job today. Remember to send pictures of the book pages that we do in class. Sometimes I put it in the homework instructions. But if I don't mention it in the homework instructions, remember, every page we do in the class, you have to send me. I mean, the picture. Okay? Another thing, listen because sometimes I ask you to send things that are not in the instructions. Okay? That's tricky. That's to check if you are paying attention and if you understand. And the last tricky thing that I do in the videos is make mistakes. Yeah, I make mistakes just to see if you're paying attention. No, no, real no. To be honest, I make mistakes because I make mistakes. Sorry. If you find a mistake, let me know. I'll be glad to apologize first and then make corrections. I'll concentrate to not make any more mistakes. But if I do, let me know. Okay? So, thank you for coming. Love you.